What's going on, everybody? It's your boy FluffaNuttah back at it again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Daredevil Born Again, episode 1 and 2. And before you click off, don't worry, first part of this video is going to be spoiler free. So if you haven't seen the show yet, I advise you wait on watching the final part of this video. That way you don't get any spoilers. But maybe I can convince those of you who maybe are on the fence, maybe I can convince you to actually view the show, because I do think it is worth the watch. And before I discuss all of this stuff, please be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, or if you enjoyed Daredevil Born Again. Also hit that subscribe button if you're new here. It really does help out the channel, and you'll get to stay up to date with all of my future videos, whether they be Daredevil related, Marvel related, DC related, all that good stuff. You'll have it. Yeah, also comment down below what your favorite part was, whether or not you're going to be excited to watch the rest of the show. I want to get your guys' thoughts as best as possible. And yeah, so this released, and I wasn't initially going to watch this show immediately. I was actually going to wait to binge watch it, because that's usually how I like to watch stuff. However, I figured what better way to get content other than movies out than something that's actually going on right now and that's actually live. So this will give me content weekly for you guys, and it's something modern and Marvel that I was really excited for. But yeah, I've been really excited about this show ever since it was announced, and also all the way back since No Way Home, and we got Charlie Cox's Daredevil, or Matt Murdock, in No Way Home. Like, that was blowing my mind, and the possibilities of seeing him come back to play Daredevil for the MCU and be connected directly, as well as the potential for the Punisher. I was heavily excited to watch this. And if you haven't seen the Netflix show, I would also advise going back and watching that. It is very peak. It is 100% worth the watch as well. I know it's a lot different tonality wise to what we're used to in Marvel, but it's definitely worth the watch, and it's very enjoyable all the way through. I will be doing an in-depth review of that, but this is about Daredevil Born Again. And off the bat, I loved both episodes. I thought both episodes were really great, especially the first episode. It really set the tone for the rest of the show, and I am thoroughly invested. 100%. It took me like 5 minutes to get reinvested into what Marvel is cooking when it comes to Daredevil, and wow, they don't hold back. The entire show, when it comes to overall writing and stuff, it really feels like they took a page out of Matt Reeves' Batman with Robert Pattinson, and it feels gritty. Oh, Penguin as well, because of how dark and gritty like it is. It feels like their attempt to reach that niche that Batman hit when it comes to comic related stuff. And also, like, man, the tonality of like how it feels to watch it. Like, the music choice is very good. The intro music, oh my god, that shit was fire. That shit, the intro for this show, 100% got to be one of my favorite intros in all of the Marvel shows that have been released. Very good stuff. And they start you off slow, and the first episode gradually fucking builds up quick, and it doesn't let go, and then it gives you some breather time before it rebuilds back up, and then that's like the episode. And like, it was such a good roller coaster ride that, like, I don't think I disliked anything in that very first episode. It was very enjoyable all the way through. The acting from everybody that is there is great. The cast, the chemistry, the tonality of it, the plot twists in just the first 2 episodes are fucking nuts. And I think that if you really enjoy these characters from the Netflix show, if you really enjoy Daredevil as a character, you will really enjoy this show. As well as you like the OG Marvel stuff, this really hits the tonality of that. This is so far different from what we've gotten in the MCU in modern times. This feels like a return to form of being fucking goated. Like, this show 100% already is some of the best Marvel we've gotten, I think, all year. And probably in the past few since No Way Home and Endgame. Like, this is a return to form 100 fucking %, and I am all the way here for it. because, oh my god, this stuff is great. And wow, I just gotta say, wow, props to Marvel for making such a comeback from the fucking disgrace that was She-Hulk. And I don't even want to talk about Echo. Can we just not just yet? Wait till I get to that and force myself to watch that stuff. I do know what happens at the end of Echo, and they bring it up briefly here, and I'm just so glad that it doesn't get focused on much, and that we go back to a return to form heavy here. And the vibes it gives off, it does feel like a Daredevil comic is literally coming to life, and it's a different take on the show. Like, this show has a lot more emotion behind it. You actually get invested really well with the show, and it's just a fun experience. Both episodes were really good. I think the first one is the best out of both. However, not by much, dude. Like, there's not a whole lot of discrepancy between the first and second episodes, because they're both just as goated. Like, I think we're gonna have fucking the entire season and lineup of episodes be fucking bangers, bro. I think we're in for like a return to like Marvel fucking greatness, because this shit is banging. This is dope. This is some of the best. It's literally the best. I hands down believe this is the best MCU show. I think this is going to be it for terms of not being able to keep myself from spoiling stuff. However, the first episode I would give a 9.9 out of 10. Very, very good episode. I really enjoyed it. And the second episode, I'm going to go ahead and rate a 9.8 out of 10. So see, not really that far off. Both episodes were bangers. Both of them were very fantastic and enjoyable to watch. This is the part of the video where I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys that if you haven't seen the show, stop right here. Stop whatever the hell you're doing. Stop watching this. Go see the show. Go watch the show. Literally, go watch it. Find however way you can to watch the show and watch this show. Even if you haven't seen anything of the Marvel show originally from Netflix, you won't be missing out on much. They explain everything to you to a certain point. Like, it's beneficial to fans who know already a lot of the stuff, and a lot of people who haven't seen the show, you can still hop in and have a basic understanding and idea, because it's easy enough, I think, to watch. It's not going to be as emotional, I don't think, but it'd still be a really interesting story to get into. But anyways, let's hop into spoilers. And right off the bat, I think everybody knows who's seen the episode 1. They know what I'm about to say here. And I was going to do a breakdown of the trailer where they reveal the fight between Bullseye and Daredevil. And in that initial reaction, I heard in the background Karen crying. And I thought it was Karen, and I was like, Karen is crying here. Are they going to kill off Foggy? Is this what's happening here? I wish I would have uploaded it. God damn it, I called this shit. I was trying to stay away from leaks and everything as possible. But fuck me. How the fuck? Dude, why? Why did they have to kill my boy, man? Like, that fucking sucked. But of all the people to have killed Foggy, I do like that it was fucking Bullseye. And they fucking had Bullseye right in the beginning. Oh my god. It's so goated. It's so fucking goated, dude. Like, son of a bitch. Oh, dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It was so good. It was, I felt like it was way too fast, but I think I kind of enjoyed that it was, because it sets up the premise for the rest of the stuff and the emotional impact you have with the show. I think it was an excellent decision. However, fuck, man, they killed off Foggy. How else am I supposed to feel about this, dude? Like, fuck, dude. Damn it. Oh, man. Son of a bitch. Okay, so let's discuss and break down the episode. So the show does not waste any time starting you off. It gives you a nice little introduction to the city, and the music is swelling, and it's vibrant and colorful, actually. And we see Karen and Matt and Foggy all being good friends, walking down the street, talking about New York and all this stuff. And I don't know whether or not Matt or any of them were blipped out of existence during the Thanos snap. And I'm kind of curious about all of that. I don't know. Maybe there's something that brings it up. I don't think any of them were. But, yeah, I was wondering that while watching this and trying to figure that out. But, yeah, they all seem to be doing well for themselves. Foggy has a fucking dope-ass haircut and beard now, which 100% I fuck with heavy. The Foggy glow-up is insane, only for them to fucking kill him off, bro. I'm so pissed. But I'm not at the same time. It's crazy. But yeah, so they're walking down, they're having a good time, they're talking. There's a big celebration at the bar. Very, very wonderful. There's some detectives there, I believe, and everybody's all talking, having a good time. And then Foggy gets a call, which separates him from the rest of the group. Then we get, it starts out in like 16:9 with the typical like black bars on top and bottom of the screen. But then when Daredevil senses something's wrong, it zooms out to where it fits the entire screen. And I thought that was really cool way to like fucking show that he's like getting into a superhero aura. And Karen notices obviously that something's wrong. Foggy's on the phone with somebody named Benny, and apparently somebody is breaking into the house or trying to. And then it cuts to the other side of the phone, and he said that there was somebody downstairs. We see that Bullseye is trying to stir up some shit, and the reason we know it's Bullseye is because he throws a paperclip and it lands perfectly into the wall, and he's got the Bullseye on the gloves, and we get Bullseye in his new fucking suit before he goes and sets up on a sniper post or whatever. And Matt comes out to see what's going on with Foggy. Foggy explains that something's going down with Benny, and he doesn't know what. And Matt's like, why didn't you come to me? And he's like, well, I just didn't want to give you an excuse to go be Daredevil, kind of. And, that was fairly interesting, because I believe in the last thing, like, he, like, fully embraced Daredevil, but I don't know if he really got his image back. I don't remember. But, yeah. Once Matt goes off to go get into the Daredevil suit, Foggy gets shot. And Bullseye is making his way to them. And he tries to shoot Karen before, Matt obviously realized something was wrong and goes and fucking starts fighting the fuck out of Bullseye, while Karen goes to try to fucking keep Foggy alive. And the entire time Matt is fighting Bullseye, there is so much fucking aura. Dude, it caught me completely off guard that Bullseye was already fucking starting off strong, but then to shoot Foggy, it made me want Matt to beat him up fucking more. And, oh my god, both of them fucking phenomenal, dude. I hope that he's not in the jail for the entire episode. I hope he gets broke out. I really fucking do, because that's fucking aura to just kill off a main character like that. Like, dude, name one other villain that has that much aura. Oh, wait, you probably can, but it gives something good to comment about. Anyways, moving on. Fucking aura, fucking fire. Dude, the fight scene between these two was so much longer than what we got, and I'm so much glad. I'm so glad that it was so much better than that clip. Like, that clip was goated, but I wanted to see the full thing. The only part about that clip that pissed me off was that it wasn't longer, and thankfully they gave it to us in the show, because holy shit, these fuckers can go toe to toe. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a hero and villain to this extent, like, fucking each other up as much as these two have fucked each other up, even in the past show. Like, dude, Daredevil and Bullseye have fucking aura. I'm gonna say it. This fucking clashing between these two, some of the best I've ever seen in a superhero movie. 100%. And Charlie Cox, phenomenal Daredevil. The dude that got his fucking Bullseye, oh, he's so goated. He is so goated, bro. Love it. I love it. I want to see more. I want to see more. I'm so happy. And dude, it was great. The cinematography of it, starting with them, fighting, and then it goes forward to show Karen and Foggy, and then it goes back into the fight, dude, and then it goes outside of the fight to the other side where they're like, what do we do? Are we gonna help him? Are we gonna just run? And then like he throws Daredevil through the door, Bullseye through the door, and he's helping the people as he's still fighting. Dude, as Bullseye's like going away, this shit was fire. He then walks up, Bullseye then tries to make it up to the roof, and he's still fucking fighting with Daredevil the entire time, and they're both fucking just still going at it, and just, oh, it's just so good. And they get to the roof, and this is the end of the clip that we saw. He starts getting the shit beat out of him from Daredevil, and he finally beats Bullseye down to the point where he's listening in on Foggy to check to see if he's still alive, because he can hear his heartbeat and Karen crying. And then all of a sudden, a fucking shit ton of blood pops out of Foggy, and Karen's crying uncontrollably, and Foggy dies. Mind you, this is only like the first 10-15 minutes of the show. Foggy's already fucking dead. And not only was I pissed off, but Karen was crying uncontrollably. Then Matt fucking screams a blood-curdling scream. Bullseye is looking down laughing. Fucking laughing, dude. He wanted to hurt fucking Matt so bad that he just had to start off intervening into his fucking show and fucking killed off his best friend. His brother, damn near. Foggy and Matt were like brothers, dude. There ain't no way. And he just fucking killed him. And so Matt goes over the line and does something that he has tried so hard not to do. And he just fucking pushes Bullseye off the roof. And I thought that he had just killed off Bullseye. And I was worried for a second. I'm like, have we just witnessed Aura? Has we just witnessed Aura right now? Because I think we just did. This fucking first clip here, I mean, the first section of the show, holy shit, it was so good. And yeah, so he had got pushed off the roof. I thought he was dead, and then he gets back up, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, he's gonna kill. I dead ass thought he was about to get up and kill Karen too. I honestly thought that was what was gonna happen. I'm actually surprised that he didn't end up getting up and killing Karen, to be quite frank with you, because that was fucking insane that he just gets back up after that, because that was a big fall, and he didn't catch himself. He literally fell on his face. But yeah, he's still alive. Matt didn't go over the line. Matt knew that, I think, because it was hearing his heartbeat. And Matt takes off the Daredevil mask and just fucking drops it. He's done. He's completely done. Because he feels responsible for Foggy's death. Because if he didn't become Daredevil, Bullseye would have never been created, and he would have never lost Foggy. This detective runs up and realizes that Matt is Daredevil and sees him without the mask on. Matt doesn't even fucking care. Matt's just gone. He's lost in the sauce now. And then we cut 1 year later, and Matt has been living, I think, in San Francisco, and comes back to the kitchen later, like New York. We get a bunch of like exposition, and then we cut to Matt, becoming a lawyer and stuff. A bunch of stuff happening. And this is where, we start getting the different side of after Foggy's death. And, man, that was the most emotional fucking part of the episode for me. But, wow. So, yeah, we then cut to to Matt, who is now a lawyer for the lawyer that was talking to Foggy, and then they start a new company together. I don't remember her last name. I think it's McDuffie, Murdoch and McDuffie, and they're a business relationship now, and we get the new cast of characters. He's been separated from Karen, and they've went on their separate ways. And Matt goes to Bullseye's trial and gives testimony, and Karen shows up to honor Foggy and see this bastard go to jail. And he gets put in jail with a life sentence. He gets put in jail with a life sentence and gets the maximum sentence consecutively for all the murders he has ever done, which is goated. Karen and Matt talk, and Karen really doesn't want anything to do with him because Matt took it hard, but Karen also took it hard, and they kind of just separated. And that's kind of that. They split up at the beginning, and then they have a new love interest come in later down the line that's set up by McDuffie with a girl named Heather. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but we also get what happened to Fisk. And yes, they acknowledge that Fisk was shot. However, they don't go heavily into it, and they kind of glaze over it, which honestly is goated. I don't really care about Echo. I don't care to watch it. I know he gets shot. I don't give a fuck. They almost tried to kill him off, and I'm so glad they didn't. They almost fumbled the bag. And he's done with being a criminal. However, Vanessa is now running stuff, and I was actually surprised. I didn't know Vanessa was going to be in the show, but I'm glad she is. But they're not like really together, and they're trying to like fix that. And I hope they get back together, honestly, because I really did like their relationship a lot. But yeah, he starts running for mayor, and Matt gives up Daredevil, and he gives up a criminal thing, which kind of, I think they're implying that they're not going to go back to their old ways, but they're both going to like start going back into their old ways so they can build up to each other fighting again. And so he runs for mayor, and it was nice seeing what he's doing on the political side of stuff, and he wants to still fix the city because he does at the end of the day love his city. And there's a good interaction between Daredevil and Kingpin as well that I really fucked with and enjoyed. The aura and tension in this was very goated, and they're both talking about life, catching up, and they basically threaten each other that like if you step out of line, I'm gonna fuck you up, and I don't give a shit what happens type of vibe. Like if you go back to being Daredevil or if you go back to being Kingpin, the other one's gonna come after you. Like it's very good. They also set up the White Tiger, who is another vigilante like Daredevil, but he doesn't get brought up much in the first episode. And in this first episode, we also I wrote down notes because these are just small bullet points I wrote. I noticed that in the very first episode, they used the word punish a lot, which I feel like they did that on fucking purpose, because I think the entire episode I was wanting to see fucking Frank show up and Punisher just fucking I would love to see at some point in this episode like Bullseye gets out again and started causing fucking mayhem, and he doesn't want himself to do it, but if he just asks Frank, aka Punisher, to just fucking please kill him, like don't even hold back, fucking kill him for me, please, as a friend. Like I think they're going to fucking do that. Dude, that would be so peak. But yeah. He ends up developing this relationship with this Heather girl, and then on one of their dates, at the end of the episode, Fisk wins. And this completely catches Matt off guard, and he's completely distraught about it. During the celebration of his win, Fisk talks to Vanessa, and he has like a conversation with her about how he knows that she slept with another man, essentially, and was cheating on him, even though they're still married. But he had like disappeared for a very long time, so it's like complicated. And then, the ending scene where they kind of switch roles, where Matt is now looking up to Kingpin, and Kingpin's looking down upon Daredevil, which was very good symmetry. and the symmetry between these two doesn't stop there. Like, it really feels like they're either going to go toe-to-toe, or they're going to have to go together to stop fucking Bullseye. Because what if Bullseye goes after them both, and they have to work together? The symmetry's already fucking there, dude. But either way, goated the way they're setting these two up and being fucking imposing, bro. And I now see why Charlie and Vincent D'Onofrio, the guy that plays Kingpin, like, work so well together. They just really love the characters, and they know how to make the fucking fans like swoon for this shit. And it's working, bro. It works. And this is the reason why I give this episode a 9 out of 10. A 9.9 out of 10. It's really good. It's really goated. I didn't write a lot of notes for the second episode. I was really too heavily invested to write a lot of stuff. But I gotta say, watching the intro a second time, the intro is one of the best out of the entire MCU. Hands down. Let's see. I wrote down that it felt like Robert Pattinson's Batman a lot. It really does. It gives off the emotional impact that movie gave off, and it felt really, really driven. And like, once it starts, there's no stopping it, and it doesn't like lose gas at all. And all the stuff they fucking throw at you lands perfectly. Unlike a lot of the other stuff that I've watched recently from the MCU in modern times, like this has stuck every fucking landing that it could possibly make. So we get a cool scene between Ben Ulrich, his niece, I believe. I'm not quite sure, but she's related to Ben Ulrich, sorry. And just like him, she's wanting to be like an investigative reporter. And right off the bat, I completely forgot that he had died, and I was wondering, why is he not in the show? This makes sense. I didn't remember that he gets killed off. But I believe Fisk kills him, so that's interesting. That these two are now talking, and you know, he's now mayor now, so he's dealing with a lot of stuff being mayor, and then he talks to her to get his numbers up with the young community, and he does a lot of stuff for the city. He tries to get a lot of stuff done, is what it's feeling like he's trying to set up. And so in this episode, we get a guy who attacks a dude who is defenseless, and Matt ends up taking him on as a client because the cops are lying about it. And this sets up a very deep plot of like people going missing, and then the dude ends up turning out to be the White Tiger vigilante, so Matt kind of gets even more invested because the guy is innocent and he didn't want to reveal that he's a vigilante, but he wasn't being a vigilante at this time. And also Fisk is like taking vigilantes from being a thing. He brings up Spider-Man. I forgot to bring that up in the first episode. He brings up Spider-Man. Kingpin does. And one of his first moves is to get vigilantes to no longer be a thing and be arrested if they do vigilantism, which is insane. But yeah, fucking Daredevil is trying to find the witness that is going to allow White Tiger to not go to jail. And the end of the episode, it ends with Matt saving the witness because the cops are going to try to kill him. And the cops try to kill him, and he ends up becoming a badass, and I don't know if he kills the cops or not. It looks like he does. I doubt that he does, but he beats the shit out of them, and it goes ham, and hasn't done this for a year now, and just slips right back into it as he never left. But he's way more aggressive than he ever was in terms of fighting, and they have stepped the fighting up a notch. That is some of the best fighting I've seen in a long, like, hand-to-hand combat is back, bro. But on the side of Kingpin ends up setting up a visit to Heather because she's a therapist, and does couples therapy with Vanessa, and they're working on getting their relationship back together. Any other things that I'm missing from this? There was a cool scene with Kingpin where he completely tries to get the police commissioner, on his side, even though the commissioner doesn't like him because he knows he's the kingpin. And it completely fails, and he threatens the police commissioner with revealing info that he has a secret son and has probably cheated on his wife. They don't really explain it, they just threaten him, and it works. So that was really cool. It was really cool to see him slip back slowly into this devious menace. But yeah, overall, I love the show. I am so excited to see where it goes. And if I had to rate episode 2 out of 10, I would say that it is a 9.8. I really enjoyed it. Not as much as I enjoyed the first episode, but it wasn't that far behind. It felt consistent the entire way through, and I'm so excited to see the rest of this. So I'll see you guys next week for that episode, and I will be covering it. It's going to be goated. I'm so excited to watch this, guys. I don't know how many episodes there's going to be, but I'm going to cover them all. And I'm even going to cover Season 2. I know Season 2 is coming out, and they're doing a short thing like they did Werewolf by Midnight. They're doing that for The Punisher, and John Bernthal is writing it. I'm so excited. Punisher is my favorite, although Daredevil is second when it comes to those Netflix shows. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll keep you guys updated with the next video to release next week, hopefully. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Deuces, everybody. Bye-bye.